Gail Monfils is determined to emulate the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and LeBron James by playing into his 40s and hopes to play at Wimbledon, Montreal and the US Open before bringing down the curtain on his career on home soil at the Paris Masters. The Frenchman, who turns 40 in September, bade a fond farewell to Roland Garros after going down 6-2, 6-3, 3-2, 6-0 to compatriot Hugo Gaston in the first round on Monday, walking off to a standing ovation that celebrated a career of 2 decades.
Haiti's first Football World Cup appearance since 1974 is a source of immense pride. However, Emile, a Haitian living in Ohio, is afraid to attend a match because of United States President Donald Trump's immigration crackdown. Haiti opened their account at the 2026 edition of football's showpiece international event against Scotland on June 14 at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Israeli air attacks have killed at least 12 people and wounded others in eastern Lebanon, state media reported, as a fragile ceasefire comes under growing strain. The air attacks hit the village of Mashkara in the Bekaa Valley late on Monday. Lebanon's state-run national news agency reported on Tuesday.
E-commerce logistics company Stored has raised a $250 million round at a $3 billion valuation it announced Tuesday. This doubles its valuation from a year-ago round. The new funding was led by Strike Capital with participation from Kleiner Perkins, Founders Fund, Franklin Templeton, Bailey Gifford, G-Squared and Bond.
The Punjab Industrial Estates Development and Management Company has approved the establishment of an industrial estate along the Rawalpindi Ring Road project instead of a previously proposed economic zone. According to officials, the decision was taken after authorities concluded that tax exemptions and incentives required for an economic zone could not be offered under current IMF-related policy constraints.
The German Consulate General Karachi has announced a 2-day closure of consular operations in Karachi on the occasion of Eid al-Azha. According to an official holiday notification issued by the consulate, the German Consulate General Karachi will remain closed on Wednesday, May 27 and Thursday, May 28 due to Eid al-Azha holidays. A number of celebrities, including Naeema Butt, Ramaiza Khan, Hiba Kadir and Imran Abbas, have expressed their support for a video calling out technology-facilitated gender-based violence against actors on social media. In a clip shared on Instagram, digital creator Rija Rafiq identified a YouTube channel run a drama analyst and critic who she claimed was posting videos about Pakistani dramas and actors with digitally manipulated cover photos.
Western Europe faced another day of record-breaking temperatures on Tuesday as a heat wave pushed the mercury well above normal levels for May. A so-called heat dome of warm air from northern Africa trapped under a high-pressure system over Western Europe is behind the sort of heat not usually seen until high summer.
Chinese authorities have executed a man for murdering his associate, billionaire gaming tycoon Lin Chi. In 2020, a disgruntled Xu Yao poisoned Lin for sidelining him shortly after he helped him land a Netflix deal, local media reported.
2 school children and 2 adults have been killed in a collision between a train and a school minibus in Buggenhout in Belgium. My first thoughts are with the victims, said Belgian Mobility Minister Jean-Luc Cruc, who confirmed reports that the barriers on a level crossing had been down when the crash happened.
Tehran, Iran and the United States continue negotiations through intermediaries to reach an understanding, but no deal appears imminent after another exchange of fire amid an air of distrust. The US military said it hit missile launch sites and Iranian boats attempting to place mines in Iran's southern waters, and Iranian state media reported that the country's military fired back. Iranian state media also reported several casualties, but so far there has been no breakdown of the fragile ceasefire that has been in place since April 8. China and Pakistan have reached a new broad consensus on deepening strategic ties to bolster the development of a joint economic corridor and establish the port of Gwadar as a regional connectivity hub, according to a joint statement. The two sides engaged cordially and reached a new broad consensus on further deepening the China-Pakistan all-weather strategic cooperative partnership. The neighbours said in a joint statement shared by Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs on X on Tuesday. Names marked with an asterisk have been changed to protect identities. Paris, France, in Saint-Denis, a gritty northern suburb of Paris and one of France's poorest areas, dozens of children of immigrants are graduating from technical high schools.
Swiss Southern Gas Company, SSGC, has announced a special gas supply schedule for domestic and commercial consumers during the 3 days of Eid al-Adha. According to the company, gas supply on the eve of Eid will remain available until midnight. SSGC said uninterrupted gas supply would be provided from 7:30 a.m. until 12 a.m. on the first and second days of Eid.
Minister of State for Interior Talal Chaudhry on Monday inaugurated the Islamabad Ataturk Avenue expansion project on behalf of Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi as part of efforts to improve infrastructure in the federal capital. During the inauguration ceremony, Talal Chaudhry said the Ministry of Interior was working under the vision of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to develop a modern, green and well-planned Islamabad.
United States President Donald Trump, who turns 80 next month, will undergo his routine annual physical on Tuesday at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. Following a year of public attention on apparently minor health issues, Trump frequently casts himself as more energetic and fitter than Joe Biden. His Democratic predecessor, who left office last year at age 82 after facing questions about his fitness for the job.
Warning! You may find some of the graphic detail in this story disturbing. A school assistant will go on trial in Paris on Tuesday, accused of sexual mistreatment of young children in his care.
Several people are reported to have been killed after a train hit a school bus in Belgium. Local media reported on Tuesday. Local authorities in Buggenhout in northern Belgium said in a statement that a serious traffic accident took place in the town at around 8 a.m. local time on Tuesday, but did not give any details on casualties.
Israeli National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has a track record of taunting blindfolded detainees. In the past, he has been accompanied by camera crews as he toured Israeli prisons holding Palestinian detainees. This week, Ben-Gvir was seen on camera gloating over a group of largely foreign activists who were forced to kneel on the floor with their arms bound after Israeli forces detained their flotilla in international waters. This was part of an attempt by activists from across the world to break the siege of Gaza and deliver urgently needed humanitarian aid. Basketball legend Michael Jordan has paid tribute to Pep Guardiola as the departing Manchester City manager was given a final send-off during an open-top bus parade and after-party featuring an on-stage contract announcement by one of the club's top players. After the parade through the streets of Manchester on Monday, a sellout crowd of 19,000. A sellout crowd of 19,000 inside the Co-op Live Arena near City's Etihad Stadium witnessed a video message from Jordan to Guardiola on the big screen.
The Provincial Disaster Management Authority, PDMA, has issued a heatwave advisory for Eid al-Adha holidays and directed district administrations across Punjab to implement emergency precautionary measures amid forecasts of extremely high temperatures. The heatwave is expected to continue from May 25 to May 31 due to a high-pressure weather system forecast by the Pakistan Meteorological Department, PMD.
The Higher Education Commission, HEC, has postponed the implementation of mandatory GRE and HAT test requirements for admissions to MS, MPhil and PhD programs across universities and degree-awarding institutions. According to an official notification issued by the HEC Coordination Division, The earlier decision to conduct GRE General and GRE subject tests through the Education Testing Council (CTC) for admissions to Level 7 MSM Phil or equivalent and Level 8 PhD or equivalent programmes will now take effect from fall 2027 instead of fall 2026.
Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Information Minister Shafi Jan on Tuesday dismissed reports of PTI MPAs forming a group against KP Chief Minister Sohail Afridi, terming them fabricated and baseless. The statement comes in response to media reports claiming that around 50 PTI MPAs had formed a group against CM Afridi over dissatisfaction with his performance. It was also reported that the division may impact the passage of the upcoming provincial budget, due to which CM Afridi had met with Jamiat Ulema-i-Islam Fazl GUIF Chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman for his support.
Comedian Tabish Hashmi once joked that the wedding of Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani's son should be a humbling experience for all those flaunting their lifestyle on Instagram, that us nobodies should sit on the side and simply observe what actual affluence looks like. He wasn't wrong, given the kind of muscle the Ambanis were able to pull from Hollywood to Bollywood. The spectacle was less a wedding and more a reminder of how far wealth can stretch the idea of celebration. Taiwan has said it is monitoring the second Chinese Joint Combat Readiness Patrol near the island in a week, accusing Beijing of being the sole source of instability in the Asia-Pacific. In a post on X on Tuesday, Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense said its forces had responded to the situation.
Inter Miami confirmed on Monday that Lionel Messi has a left hamstring issue, one that has popped up about a week before defending World Cup champion Argentina is set to begin its training camp for this Northern Hemisphere summer's title defence. And the events of Sunday and Monday surely add at least a bit of intrigue to Argentina's plans.
The US military has launched a series of strikes near the Strait of Hormuz as an Iranian delegation led by top officials travelled to Qatar to hold negotiations to end the US-Israel war on Iran. The United States Central Command, CENTCOM, claimed it carried out the self-defense strikes to protect US troops from threats posed by Iranian forces. However, it did not provide details about the strikes and their locations. Iranian media reported explosions in Bandar Abbas, some 70 kilometres 42 miles from the Strait of Hormuz in southern Iran.
Deir el-Balah, Gaza Strip. Beside an unmarked grave, Lina Al-Assi sits quietly picking flowers and pouring water over the soil, believing it to be her husband's resting place. Jihad Tafesh went missing at the beginning of Israel's genocidal war on Gaza in October 2023.
Emergency officials in the northern Philippines have ended a 2-day rescue operation for 16 people missing after a 9-story building under construction collapsed, killing at least 4 people. Focus shifted on Tuesday to recovering the remains of the victims after the bodies of 4 people, including a Malaysian man and 2 trapped construction workers, were pulled from the debris of the condominium project that collapsed onto a nearby hotel in the city of Angeles, north of Manila, early on Sunday.
Professional butchers in Rawalpindi and Islamabad have witnessed a sharp rise in demand ahead of Eid al-Adha, with bookings for the first day of Eid reportedly already closed in several areas. According to local market details, rates for slaughtering and meat preparation of sacrificial animals have also been finalised separately for each Eid day.